Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video, guys. Wanted to come on here real fast, guys, and now that we've actually had time to digest the whole Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. If you didn't know, Deontay Wilder lost his title, his WBC heavyweight title, to the Gypsy King Tyson Fury in devastating fashion. In my opinion, Wilder was just a mess in that fight due to an injury that he retained in the fight. He was just wobbly all night, but most of us know that. But I want to touch on the common bond that Deontay Wilder now shares with Anthony Joshua and Jarrett Hurd, and that common bond is real, true adversity. True adversity, guys. Deontay Wilder hasn't gotten it far with his yet as Jarrett Hurd and Anthony Joshua. All these guys here, they were undefeated. They were all the favorites to win in these fights, and Anthony Joshua and Jarrett Hurd lost in fights that they were supposed to win. That people expected them to win, and a lot of people thought the same thing with Deontay Wilder, and he was defeated, and as both Joshua and Hurd. Now, Joshua and Hurd, they weathered the storm. They went back to the lab. They made some changes. They got back in there and did what they had to do. Now, Joshua, he got his titles back. Jarrett Hurd hasn't rematched. He hasn't rematched his loss, but J-Rock also lost. But the adversity that Jarrett Hurd went through was that he had to make some changes. He fired some people, brought some new people in, changed up his whole fighting style, and so he had to eat humble pie and just redo everything. And like I said, Wilder hasn't gotten that far yet. He's still injured, I'm sure. He's still hurting mentally as well as physically, guys. So the thing about adversity is it can either make you or it can break you, and I don't take Wilder as the type to be broken so easily. I think he'll recover from this. Time will tell if he can look in the mirror and say to himself that he needs to make some changes. Time will tell with that, but I think he will. I think he knows what's at stake, because Tyson Fury, man, he's the truth. He's a real he's a damn good boxer, man. I can't take nothing away from that guy, man. He has the skills, and he's a big man, and he wears. I mean, he was 273 in that fight, and he wasn't as agile as he normally is when he's fighting around 250, but he's still agile, and he carries that weight well, and he carried that power with him too, with the extra added weight. So Wilder knows what he's up against now. He knows what he's up against, and like I said, it's always one guy that's got your number. But if you go back in the lab, be honest with yourself, make changes, you can get back. So let's see what Wilder does, guys. And like I said, I don't think he's the type to take his ball and go home, And let me say this about boxing in general, guys. A lot of people think boxing is just a sport, but boxing is almost like an analogy for life. Sometimes you get beat down, but you have to dig deep to pull yourself back up by your bootstraps and get back in the game. It's an analogy for life, guys. So, but that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. I got to get back to what I was doing here, but It's to see him big, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll talk to you guys next time, and I'm out.